I want to thank you for your hard work in Unit 2 discussion. You came up with some excellent examples of random variables. Perhaps you have seen how they could be interpreted different ways, whether it could be viewed as discrete or continuous based upon the situation. Also, you may have noticed that random variables encompass much of our lives. The random nature of many items is disturbing at times. And that sounds strange, but if you've ever missed being in an accident and you think if I'd been there 2 seconds earlier, then I would have been in an accident. Then you start thinking statistically, if I left the house, how many accidents am I avoiding just by being there 2 seconds earlier, 2 seconds later? Um, and the probability that something's going to happen oftentimes is based upon your position, your timing. So it just encompasses so much of our lives. The examples that you've given have helped show how it does get wrapped up in your decision making, even. Some of you indicated in your examples that you use this particular topic to decide if you're successful or maybe how to alter your behavior in future. The random variables opens up to the next topic, which goes into normal distributions. The normal distributions gets into dealing with continuous, where we have decimals, and even more than that, where we deal a lot more with infinity, where you're studying a variable as it's going up forever, or where it's going down forever. Um, Oftentimes, we will think of a variable as having those extreme values, even though it doesn't make sense. For example, age. What's the oldest person on the earth? Don't know. Might be 104, might be 120, might be 200. We don't know. There's no way to say one way or the other. Um, what's the longest time somebody has been in labor? We don't know. You'd have to go and study every individual of whatever you're studying, whether that's age or childbirth or whatever, to find out that extreme value. Again, we don't want to think that hard about statistics. It's not even practical. So we treat a lot of it as infinity. So we'll be looking at, and this is one example I gave in a post, we'll be studying the probability that somebody is greater than, let's say, 50 years old. And so we're looking at them being from 50 years old to infinity years old. Again, I know it doesn't make sense. Even if we can put a finite value on the low end or the high end, we will still treat it as infinity. For example, if you look at a test score, we'll find the probability that a person scored less than 60 on a test. Well, we know the lowest you can get is a 0, but we find that if we take that to negative infinity to 60, we're going to get the same, approximately the same value as going from 0 to 60. So again, we just treat the ends as positive infinity and negative infinity. Well, have a good night, and I look forward to reading your discussions in Unit 3.